again, so it's the preview for Hull City versus Sheffield United. This time not in the Carabao Cup. Let's go. Straight in. Oh, but before we get into the team news, actually, I was about to say, I nearly forgot. Got to announce my player of the month. This time I didn't vote on my Instagram mainly because I forgot to put the post out. Anyway, my player of the month award for Hull City from September 2018. It went to Dan Batty in August. This month it's going to go to Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen looked a bit desperate for goals at the start of the season, but since he's come in, he's scored I think he scored 4 goals in 5 games, which is a good record to say the least right now with 3 goals in 5 games. And other candidates could have been Marshall again, could have been Lehigh, and also could have been Tommy Elphick. Apart from the Reading game, lots of fans would have given it to Tommy Elphick because he's come in and really organised that defence. He hasn't fully stamped out the problems fully, but there are, we're better defensively because we've got someone experienced who can organise it. Anywho, in other news, Hull City could be getting taken over by Paul Duffin! Yes! Full video on that later on tonight. But oh my God! Paul Duffin, the man who was chairman when we went up to the Premier League for the first time in 2008, could be coming back, leading a Saudi Arabian consortium, bringing in the Saudi dollar, and we could have a lot of money. I just hope it goes through. He's put in a bid of 40 million, which is what the club's worth at the minute. And yes. But there's obviously a lot to go through. The FA, the fit persons test, whatever. The stadium and the council have to get involved as well. The SMC, Stadium Management Company, because we don't own our stadium. The council, Hull City Council, owns the stadium. So obviously we'll have to get involved. Those people will have to get involved. SMC will have to get involved, the people who manage the stadium. Yeah. But Paul Duffin's worked with all of those people before. He knows how to get on the good side because he was chairman when we initially got the K-Com Stadium. So, things could be looking up, but we've got to get through this period of the Alams yet. And we are still in and around the drop zone. Anyway, team news. Nigel Adkinson's midfielder Jackson Irvine is in with a chance of being involved when Hull City travel to Sheffield United on Saturday. Irvine was forced to leave the field during the first half of Tuesday night's defeat to Leeds United, having taken a blow to his Achilles, but Adkins hasn't ruled out the Australian international of facing the Blues. Jackson didn't train on Thursday, but he's responding to treatment, said Adkins. We'll see how that goes up to Saturday. It's been a stop-start season for Jackson since coming back from the World Cup. We know he has great energy when he plays, and it was unfortunate that he came off the other night. He'll want to put himself forward for the international break with Australia. Goalkeeper George Long should claim a spot on the bench against his former club after illness ruled him out in midweek, while Dan Batty trained on Thursday and is in contention to come back into the side. That's why we didn't have a sub-goalkeeper in midweek, because George Long was ill. Will Mannion's out on loan at Aldershot. Callum Burton's out on loan at Chesterfield. And Charlie Andrews out on loan at Pickering Town. So, that's why we didn't have a sub-goalkeeper. Evandro remains out with a hamstring problem, and Jordi Device will again miss out with an ankle injury, both players aiming for a return following the international break, which comes after Saturday's match. Sheffield United have Paul Coots back in their squad after a midfielder spent almost a year on the sidelines recovering from a fractured leg, while Billy Sharp will also be looking to continue his fine form up front, having scored 8 goals already this season. Now, into my predicted team. Adkins has been playing this against the top sides recently, a 5-2-2-1 when we're defending. So we've got the 5 men at the back, but when we're attacking, it's more a 3-4-3. I reckon he'll stick with that today. Yeah, it was against Borough and Leeds, but he did that and we played well until we had to change formation against Leeds, and that's where it all went to pot. In goal, Marshall has been playing very well this season. Pretty much self-explanatory, really, unless he wants to give George Long a bit of a run out. Todd Kane at right back / right wing back, been one of our best players this season. I'm lucky not to have got a Player of the Month award. But in August, Batty was better than him. And last month, Bowen was better than him, in my opinion. Burke at centre-back, he's been solid since he's come in. I really like him. Elphick, as we've mentioned him already when I announced Bowen as my Player of the Month, he's really shown up the defence, other than the game against Reading. He's really impressed me. Lee High at centre-back, he's been playing there since the Vice got injured, and he's played very, very, very well. So Lee High, I'm going to say he's at centre-back again. Kingsley left-back, we've got no other option. Really, Henriksen and Batty in central midfield. Batty back, Henriksen still in there because he's captain and he's still playing really, really, really poorly. Batty's been one of our most influential players this season, a 20-year-old in midfield, and he's really impressed me. Really impressed me. Personally, I'd have brought him on when Irvan was injured against Leeds, because if he knew he had to switch system and it was working well, then to a system that has not worked for us before, like earlier on in the season, then why do that? You should have brought Batty on. Yeah, he might still be a bit unfit, but Batty, an unfit Dan Batty, is better than a fully fit Kevin Stewart any day. Bowen, a right mid, Player of the Month. Yeah, he's been playing well recently. Been playing very well. Kamil Grzycki back in the squad. He's not played all too great, but I think it'll stay like that. And Chrissy Martin up top. Realistically now, I don't really rate Chris Martin, to be honest. When he came in, I thought, oh, yes then, we've got a goal-scoring striker, and I'm coming and absolutely bang the goals. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Against Leeds, we were 1-0 down, and we were putting 11 men behind the ball. I don't get what you're going to do on the counter when you've got Bowen and Grzycki on the wing who are fast players, but then you've got Chris Martin up front, who's literally a snail. That's why you need Campbell and Dicker. And then Campbell and Dicker brought on and did absolutely nothing, so, you know. Anyway, yeah, Chris Martin's probably just about better than Will Keane. So, yeah. Keep Martin in there for now. But honestly, he's known as a target man. In a City shirt, I must have seen him jump for the ball like twice. Oh, wow. He's very good at getting his body in the way, though. He's very good at getting his body in the way and laying the ball off, but then just can't get back into the position to nod the ball home or finish it. Anyway, bench, George Long, Robbie McKenzie, Jackson Irvine, Kevin Stewart, Fraser Campbell, Noah Dicker, and Will Keane. My prediction, reckon it'll be a draw. Draw, because we've beaten these on penalties. Who's to say we can't do it again? Well, we drew in, Carabao Cup, but it was 1-1 in the game. It was 1-1 after 90 minutes, so I'm going to say that that's going to happen again. Boring old Rampager. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on it, subscribe. There's a video coming out later about Hull City's potential takeover, and I will see you then. Goodbye.